Start the same. Woken up to the scent of my aunt's favourite perfume. The scent was like flowers, unlike my aunt. She was more of a crazy lady than floral, bless her. I preferred the musk smell. That reminds me of home. The scent of my aunt's unstable relationships with men and how their violence was so home-like. Since I was in the womb, my sister would kick me to being brought up into a violent environment where murder was normal, and then my mum being sprayed with her favourite jasmine perfume until her last breath, leaving my sister to be taken and me placed with my aunt, who happened to attract violent men. Innocently, I enjoyed the scent of violence. It was never disturbing to me. It was more likeable and comfortable. However, the scent of jasmine haunts me, as that was my mother's favourite. But I see it as a rebirth scent too. A scent that gives me new life, like my mother is blessing me with a new one every time something happened or went wrong. The only thing that does make me feel a bit uneasy are the loving characters in my book. How can they live like that? I bet they smell of sunflowers and peaches. The scent of men from my aunt was always the same. The smell of alcohol, more than aftershave or perfume. It was quite overpowering. But I still couldn't understand how my aunt was able to attract these such violent men. I knew she was crazy, but I knew she wasn't violent just like these men were. You see, my mother was the same. Violence, obsession, hate. My father was so obsessed with my mother's scent, so she did try and hide it. But that never stopped my father from being obsessed. In fact, it drove him crazy. The scent of cigarettes was not my favourite. That reminds me of the world outside. It makes me feel angry, reminding me of the healthy relationships I don't have, nor do I want. The world is so unsafe out there, with all the love and sweetness. If I was to turn out like my aunt and my mother, I would want the violence to be overwhelming and to look like the men's idea, when in reality, the violence would be my idea. Violence is so beautiful. Perfume is like home. Obsession is normal, and it's only just begun for me.